Author Horst Scheibert was a company commander in the reserve tank army at the time of the Battle of Kursk.
Wir kämpften im Grunde genommen auch 43 genauso wie 1939.
Basically, we fought in exactly the same way in 1939 as in 1943, like in the campaign in Poland. That's the old education we'd been given in peacetime. The platoon consisted of 5 tanks in 2 groups and the leader vehicle. And these 2 groups consisted each of 2 tanks which fought together, observed each other and helped each other. They gave each other signals. You stop, protect me with fire, I'm proceeding as far as the next undulation, and so on. The platoon leader observed 2 groups and gave his commands. The big advantage of the German tank corps was that from the beginning, in 1943, all the big tanks had radio, and later radio and transmitters. On the battlefield, we could talk to each other just as we're talking now. The radio was so good that I could understand from the voice just who it was, without him mentioning his name. Just as in the family, you know who's talking in the room next door. That was a great advantage. One German soldier recalled, it seemed as if we were advancing into a ring of flame. With less than only half a kilometre covered in the first advance, many of the German tanks were being picked off by the Russian artillery. Others floundered in the minefields. Those that escaped ran the gauntlet of even heavier Russian batteries. One German tank commander later stated, "We'd been warned to expect resistance, but never had I seen before such an overwhelming strength of Russian numbers as on that day." A few Porsche Tigers broke through the Russian defences in small groups, but the new Panther tanks were less successful. Everywhere they were hounded by the Soviet infantry. The Red Army's Chief of Staff, Marshal Georgy Zhukov, was known throughout the army as being a tough man and not one to show mercy in war. But it transpired later that even he, the hardened warrior, felt sorry for those that had been on the receiving end of his army's barrage. He wrote later, "We all felt and heard the hurricane of fire and imagined the frightening picture on the enemy side, pressed to the earth to escape the furious hail of bombs and shells." In those first few hours of the battle, the Russians had used up half their total supply of shells.